Greetings, everyone, and welcome to New Gamemaster Month, a month-wide event in the month of January created by MonteCook Games to celebrate new game masters. Now, during this month of January, we will do some weekly events, as we have been doing. If you haven't seen them, you should have, here at the Guild's channel, with some very special guests. Now, today we will be hosting a small game called Is It Broken? The participants of this game will have a few homebrew items from Dungeons & Dragons 5e, curated by us from a variety of sources, all over the interwebs, yes, even D&D Wiki, we know, put down your pitchforks. And they will discuss amongst themselves if these items are in fact balanced, underpowered, or absolutely broken. D&D Wiki. And if they are in fact broken, we will get to be an artificer and fix them together. Now, as you might know, I'm your Story Weaver Alexey, and I will be your host for tonight. And I will be joined by Bardo Maia. He is a game master from the center of Portugal and the catalyst for Bardo Maia. If you know him, you know two things. He's always on the go, trying to make every event go smoothly, and he loves making stacked characters, maximizing their full potential. He also counterspelled Revivify multiple times because he believes drama is what drives a good story. He is the man who makes things happen. Baller moves, 10 out of 10. Please do it again. You know, drama is what we live for. Miguel, he was initiated to TTRPGs in 2023, and his life was quickly overtaken by the hobby, as most of us. But since then, he has been DMing mostly D&D and has started to branch out to other systems like Mouse Ritter, Mothership, and large-scale homebrews like Obojima. He has also participated in a live play with Bardo Maia, as well as recorded actual plays, being a part of the cast of Feitiçal, the third season of Dados à Portuguesa, a team that he has officially joined in 2025. So, a little bit late, but congratulations. In this time, he has taken the mantle of Soundmancer and Music Weaver. Does that sound familiar? Apart from all his other Dados à Portuguesian duties, you can find him DMing and playing here and there, but nowadays mostly easily in the Rio Maior TTRPG monthly meetup. Sadly, unfortunately, very, very upsettingly, Ricardo can't join us today, so lots of love to him. So, without further delay, let's meet our guests and have a little game. So, is it broken or not? There we go. Alrighty. Welcome, guys. Let's get to some artificing duties. So, first and foremost, let me just get you guys comfortable and have my screen sharing the good old broken goodies. Hold on. All right. Okay, so to get us started, what we're going to do, everyone is going to be rolling every single round with a d20, obviously, and whoever rolls highest is the one that's going to be doing the honors and reading the item out loud and giving his first, and being the one that gives the first opinion. With that being said, let's start off with the funky one right here. Both of you can see my screen, right? Everything all right? Clear? Yes. Okay, awesome. All right, then, without further ado, Maya, do you have your virtual dice ready?
Yeah. So I have a 7.
7, all right. Miguel?
That's a 1.
Only up from here. And that is a 12 from me. Okay, so I guess I'll kick us off with a little item called Phantom Cloak. So Phantom Cloak is an item of very rare rarity, and it requires attunement. It has a feature that can be used 2 times a day, where it's called Ghost Form. As a bonus action, you can touch the pendant and appear as an ethereal ghost for 1 minute. Whilst in this form, you cannot speak, and all physical damage you deal or suffer is reduced by half. You can also move through solid objects, doing so at half speed. For every 5 feet of solid move... Whoa. The homebrews need some homebrew grammar as well. But for every 5 feet of solid matter you pass through, you suffer 2d4 damage. This can't be reduced. All right. From a quick glance, it seems all right, but at the same time, very D&D convoluted, and I don't think a lot of these traits should be part of this. I mean, I guess my first change that I would do, besides the writing, would be probably... That is... I would probably get rid or completely rework that second half of the ability, where you can also move through solid objects, doing so at half speed. For every 5 feet of solid movement you pass, you suffer 2d4 damage. I think that's a little bit too much. Like, that's just adding unnecessary consequences, I guess, in a way.
But the thing is, it doesn't... I'm sorry, Miguel. You go first.
No, I was just going to say that that's basically the way that I see it. It's a get out of jail, but in this case, get out of combat card. Like, okay, let's roll initiative, and there's a wall right beside you. I'm out. And twice a day, I think it's too much.
Well, but couldn't you just turn into a ghost, go inside someone and just drop it and then reappear as a person inside that person? Like, that would be fun.
What will be the mechanics for that?
Yeah. Are we doing Ant-Man? Just like, okay, right? I drop it. Just,
yeah, because nothing on the object or on the object card specifies that you cannot stop it, and since you're passing through,
right?
You could just drop the effect on the middle of the big bed, and then you just go out in a ball of blaze. Like, you will probably also die.
You have 2 people. This is a combat get out of jail. The second one, Ant-Man blowing up.
It's just going. But it's also a great way. Like, this is probably just affects one person, right? So if I put someone on a bag of holding, can I, like, turn ghost and just fuck you guys, I'm going home, and just
right, like
get inside a party inside the bag, and then like, come on everyone, and then ghost and like this.
But here's the thing: you
will
can't
be
speak
completely
as
broken
well.
for me.
Here's the thing: you cannot speak, and all physical damage you deal or suffer is reduced by half. So,
reduced by half, yeah. So it doesn't even say if it stacks with your resistance, or like if you're in rage or shit like that. But
exactly, because I was
because you can be in rage. If you are in rage and you pass through things, you keep getting damage. You keep getting in rage, and then let's assume it's physical damage, so it's half. Yeah. So you're like taking 1 point of damage, and you're just going, "Ooh, you can touch me," going around. As a DM, I would love this. This item for me is like it's completely broken, and it would be like so cool to use it. And then for the shenanigans, like Ebenezer Scrooge type of things, you know?
Yo, absolutely. For a Christmas one shot, that would be fire. Honestly, Miguel, I think you could put this one in the back pocket, if anything.
Yeah. I was also thinking that maybe one way to maybe make it a little bit more balanced will be to remove the part of if you move through solid matter, you take 2d4 damage through 5 feet of solid matter. You take 2d4 damage. Remove that, but as long as you're using it, either from time to time, turn, etc., you take some damage. Maybe not 2d4, but as long as you're using it, even if you're not taking damage, you have some kind of penalty. In this case, you already have the penalty of only dealing half damage, which, I mean, it will depend on the flavor of what you're doing, because once again, depending on the flavor, I think it would make sense to just deal no damage. But as long as you're using it, you're getting some kind of penalty, and I think that half damage is not enough for that.
Oh, by the way, the card says that while concentrating, so every time you take damage, you have to do the save.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
I was forgetting that. But yeah, I would probably give it a curse of some sort, or like you get your life is immediately reduced to 1/3, something more extreme, and you have vulnerability to radiant.
That is actually a great way. So yeah. They actually taking both of your ideas and kind of merging them together, they do sound like similar things that already exist, because there are spells in D&D, I'm not sure about the names because it's not gaseous form, but it's a similar one where you basically turn into an ethereal form of yourself and you can pass through solid matter, but if you end inside a wall or inside of like 5 feet of solid matter, you take some damage and you're instantly pretty much bounced into the closest empty area. I think that would work very, very well instead of just getting damage every 5 feet. I think if you end your turn, especially in combat, if you end your turn inside solid matter, you would take, I don't know about the 2d4, but you would take some amount of damage. I'd say maybe, depending, 2d6 would be okay, and you'd be basically bounced to the nearest empty space to that wall. I think that's already a better rework, and kind of taking your thing, Maya. There is a monster in D&D, for those of you that don't know, that is a relatively low level one. And I think they're called shadows or wraiths. I think it's the wraiths. They have a very cool part of their ability, which is whenever they deal damage in one of their attacks, they reduce your maximum hit points by that much. So
I use them from time to time on sessions, even with higher level players, because the ability to reduce the total of life without nothing to be done about it is just so OP, it's so funny.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, like, because it's just...
No, it can make a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay, so what...
It's life drain. Life drain.
Point there you go.
Decrease by an amount equal to the damage taken. Yeah, it's cool.
Boom. And the lifetime can be the damage that is dealt by the bounce whenever you finish your turn inside a wall, for example. Yeah. With this rework, Miguel, do you think it still works with 2 times a day, or would you still decrease it to 1 time a day even there?
No, I will decrease it. Because the way that I'm imagining this is that while this works, this is, as we were speaking, this is kind of draining something from the user. So if it does drain something from the user, it becomes dangerous to use. So yes, this with the reworks that we are doing here, this could be a very interesting item that could be used in in completely different ways, but it needs to have a cost. I still think it needs to have a cost.
Okay, well, I honestly agree completely with both of you. I think we're all on the same page here. I think having this 2 times a day is ironically broken even with the rework with the whole damage bounce and the life drain, because like 1 time a day people like players are forced to think, do I keep this do I keep this charge for a get out of jail free card like you said, Miguel, or do I use this to, you know what, we only live once, and maybe like Maya said, let's fuck around, let's mess around, let's do some silly shit, and have a fun session. But you never know, from that silly shit you could have some silly consequences. You never know.
But limited the usage like a lot, because 2 times a day is just OP.
Maybe I'm being too harsh on it, but I think that once a day it's still too much. Like,
really,
I will reduce it even further.
once in a new moon or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
To use it, you have to get the soul of an orphan or something like that.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Every time you want to use it, roll D100.
First, roll D100. But it's
right.
definitely a broken item. Yeah.
All right, same chance as a channel divinity. Gotcha. Okay, so with this being said, so is it broken or not? Do we approve, or does this have to go back to the Thought Factory?
Completely broken. If we were using, if I ever ask Rafael from Bardos, because he's the one that does the management of items, mostly the management of items on our campaign. If I could use one of these, he would just go ape shit on me. He would just go, wow.
I just look at you like the soldier in the trenches.
Yes, this as it is, it's.
Ooh, absolutely I can. It's called, for those of you that need to know what the item is called, it's Phantom Cloak. And you can find it in the Griffin's Saddlebag, if I'm not mistaken. A great homebrew maker. But I think this one was inspired on the items from Griffin's Saddlebag. And from the wording, you can probably guess that, there's some D&D wiki vibes going on, as we all 3 of us have agreed that this is indeed broken. All right, moving on to greener pastures. Hopefully, let's pick randomly here. Maya, give me your pick of the lot here. Which one?
I'm reading Scroll of Tarrasque Summoning, and I'm very interested on that one, because it's that.
All right.
Let's
see. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, if this lets me, there you go. Oh, it opened on the other screen. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so let's roll our dice and let's see who gets to do the honors.
That's a 7.
That's a 5.
Wait a minute. It's a 10.
I think you manifested this, Maya. All right, let's read it out loud for the viewers.
When you take a magic action to read the scroll, a Tarrasque appears in an unoccupied space on the ground or in water that you can see within 1 mile of yourself. The Tarrasque is hostile towards all other creatures and disappears when it drops to 0 hit points. If the Tarrasque is summoned into a space that isn't large enough to contain it, the summoning fails and the scroll is wasted. I didn't know this scroll. This is so cool.
and I'm looking at this, and this is supposedly real. This is from the 2024 DMG.
But this is probably really expensive to do or some stuff like that. But this is like having a nuke. This is a nuke. This is just a nuclear weapon in D&D. Yes.
So what's your first thought? What's your opinion besides the fact that obviously it's a nuke?
Yeah, but when you're going to use like this, you're pretty high level, so it's not exactly over the top of beef fight. It's a hard fight, and it depends on the DM that's managing it. Because as with every monster, the DM goes just go forward and hit. It will be easy, but I wouldn't say broken. I would say might give a nice challenge. Yeah, and it's a great way to move the plot forward because you can always make a city disappear with a Godzilla. So that's always drama. That's always drama you can have.
Yeah,
you know, like
that is
or the Power Ranger style. Power Ranger style, the evil bad guy. Oh no, you almost beaten me. Go Tarrasque.
Red Hot Chili Peppers playing in the background.
He has a Pokeball. He has a Pokeball and go. Tarrasque, I summon you.
You throw the scroll.
All right, Miguel.
I was
what
thinking,
are your thoughts?
Now imagine you've sneaked to the top of the tower. No one saw you, and you look down inside the castle. You see all of the guards from the BBEG. They're all in there in the courtyard. And then there's a Tarrasque. And then there's no guards anymore. And you're free to go to the BBEG. No,
there's no guards. There's no
castle. No castle.
There's no village.
Maybe the BBEG has survived. Maybe. No, that's the thing. If used cleverly, this can be amazing. I don't think it's broken if it is used at high levels. If you give a level 6 high levels, a level 6 party this, it's a little bit broken, but at higher levels.
By the way, I went to the Dungeon Master's Guide now, and this is the Scroll of Titan Summoning, and you roll on the 1d100 table, and it can be an Animal Lord, Blow of Annihilation, Colossus, Elemental Catalysm, Imperium, a Kraken, or a Tarrasque.
Fun. So
this is amazing.
Going back to the tower, instead of it being a Tarrasque, just a giant squid flops down on the tower and kills the guards.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I didn't know this exactly. I'm going to use this as soon as I can. When I have high level players at that level, I can.
Honestly. This actually reminds me of our previous talk that we had here at the guild with Story Dad and Fons Molinar and Santos, like great people. Check them out. But in that talk we were discussing kind of published versus homebrew content, and one of the points that was reoccurring in one that specifically Story that's talked about that I remember was high level campaigns and high level players, especially in published content, will absolutely fucking dog walk any villain that you throw at them, no matter how strong. So like literally, like in D&D, you look at the Tarrasque like, oh my god, it's a Tarrasque. Oh, we're screwed. And when you're high enough level, oh, it's a Tarrasque. Boom. Oh. Every single, like, fuck you, like the wizard. Time stop. You just every single round, you know, that can get pretty broken. Having this in like a high level combat like that, I do think, especially if you throw this not even to a player but like to a villain actually, and have them like balance out the cosmos of broken player builds, I think it's a pretty fair item.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It is.
So,
It is.
with that being said, is it broken or not? Are we approving?
Well, I think it's only broken. It's only broken if you give it to a level 2 goblin.
All right. I would love to see how that would go, though.
Yeah. It's
All right.
the entire backstory of that character is I have a nuclear weapon.
Okay, I have my next character, a goblin that has a scroll of Titan summoning, but he has dyslexia, so he can't read. So
his journey is learning to read. It's like,
yeah, he learned. I want to read this scroll, master. Oh, that's very commendable. Spends the next month learning how to read. I know how to read. Summon Tarask. What? All right, that's great. Awesome. Okay, so this is approved, but with a caveat: don't give it to low-level parties or goblins. Please do. All right. Next up, Miguel. Which one is tickling your fancy?
Okay, let's go back to cloaks. I see a cloak of displacement.
That's always a fun one. Let's see. Let's open it up.
so I was reading Cloak of Disappointment.
The fact that we talked about a goblin with dyslexia now going from displacement to disappointment is great.
What's happening, Maya?
I should have brought the glasses.
All right, let's go for our rollies and see who reads. Oh wow, I'm not. I'm anything if not consistent. 5.
That's 12. 12 for me also.
12. Well, rollies. Let's see. You guys have to roll again. Let's see who does the honors this time.
Okay, I got 7 now.
I got a 9.
Okay, you
9.
Okay, so while you wear this cloak, it magically projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take any damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed while your speed is 0. I think that this is a cool idea, but I do not see any caveats to it, and I do not see any penalties.
Yeah.
I think that this is very cool. It's simple. It's straightforward, but it needs to have a price. That's my first thought.
Yeah, and it should say like 10 feet of you or something like that, like near your actual location. That's always open to interpretation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it needs numbers. We're talking about D&D.
Because
Numbers.
this gives because this gives disadvantage on any attack rolls against you. And that's kind of OP. There's not many things that give disadvantage like that.
Because there's a little thing here that for those of you that are watching at home, our previous item, Scroll of Titan Summoning, or Scroll of Tarask Summoning, if you want to flavor it that way, is a real item that you can find in the Dungeon Master's Guide, specifically the 2024 one. And Cloak of Displacement is also an official, I believe, item that you can find. However, the scroll is a legendary one. So we all here agreed that it was automatically high level.
Yeah.
This one, however,
this
has rare as its rarity setting. And most often than not, you're going to have a couple rare items at your disposal. Honestly, at most parties, so at most levels even. So this at a high level is fine, but at low levels is broken. Like this doesn't have any.
Yeah, this is a boss killer. This is basically a boss killer. At low levels, this is a boss killer.
No, but even at high levels, I still think it needs. I still think it needs either a price or a kind of a limit to it. It's like you can use this for 2 turns, 3 turns, 1 minute, something like that. It's missing that.
Yeah.
Totally. I think you could go a step further. Maybe kind of like take what Miguel is talking about with the numbers. Maybe add. You can do charges, and each charger has a time limit. For example, I think that would be a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
Maya, any thoughts? Any thoughts on how you how can you
something? Yeah, something. I was looking at like this is a fun item to have as a player. This is really. This is not so good as a DM. Because it's cool for the shenanigans, because you always have you're not always there, you know. But the shenanigans are good. But always it's based on attack rolls. Yeah, I could balance it as a DM without balancing the item, just doing AoE. But still, yeah, it needs fast charges. Like
yeah, makes sense.
Once a day, 2 a day, something like that.
Since this requires attunement, would you guys say it has to have a fixed number of charges, or the charges can be volatile and depend on, for example, an ability modifier that the character is, depending on the character that is attuning to the item?
I think it should be fixed.
Fixed?
I think it shouldn't. This is my opinion. It shouldn't depend on the user, because in the end, it's a cloak. It's not like something that you need, for example, dexterity. Like wear the cloak and that's it. You go your way.
Gotcha. Maya, same page?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think I'm going to get this to my character, by the way.
He's already typing it up, already setting it aside.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get this to my character.
For all of you back home, Maya is just doing research for his own characters. He's not here to see if it's broken or not. He just
I'm just
window shopping.
That's good. I'm starting to play in our campaign, and I'm not the DM now. I'm just a player, so I'm going to have fun, like testing the DM. This one is. Yeah, this is kind of broken. This is definitely kind of broken.
Okay, so is it broken or not? We're saying broken. Okay, awesome. I do agree with you guys. It does not have any type of limiter. This is like
no.
You're basically that one squirrel from the movie with the raccoons and the turtle and the raccoon's trying to get as much food back to the bear that he stole from, and whenever the squirrel drinks an energy drink, like he turns into a flash and always vibrating. Like this is whenever anyone wears this cloak. That's exactly what they look like. They just constantly move.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So with that, let's see. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take my kick here, and I'm gonna throw the ball. I'm gonna kick the ball right over to something. Let's do something simple. Something that I actually have some experience with. All right, so let's roll our dice and see this one. Oh, might have manifested 18.
That was a one.
No, 1 and 5. All right,
I'm on Joe's levels of rolling today.
You know what? Let's check if she's in the chat, because I think she might be saying she might Maolat. She just might be giving you the side eye.
Yeah, she was part of the Christmas special in Dadza Portuguesa, and maybe something, I don't know. Maybe something
maybe rubbed off on you the wrong way.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. So The item in question is called Soldier's Trinket. You can also find it in the Griffin Saddlebag. It's a common item, and it has 2 charges a day. The wearer of this necklace can cast either Blade Ward or True Strike as a bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is perfectly balanced. I think in worlds of even lowish magic, fantasy worlds, this still works pretty well. I think it's very balanced for any setting, regardless of how potent the magic is. Now, I do have experience with this item, not as a player, but as a DM. And again, speaking of the devil, Joanna, aka Jo, or HR, has been the player that got this through a little narrative point that was a little narrative beat that was very emotional. As after what was deemed the Skyfall in that session, where basically giants are kind of doing Cold War invasion onto this human nation, and they basically did some sort of an attack that made literal ice chunks and ice magic to be cast in a village where the party usually used to hang out in. And Joanna's character tried to help people, help survivors, and she tried to help one person's brother, who unfortunately passed away because of that attack, and the person that the brother that survived developed a relationship with her, and eventually they did get engaged. And this trinket was something that belonged to the deceased brother that he gave to her. Now, in my world, I do have some sort of like a higher magic presence in my setting, so this isn't too broken. And in a world, in a party, honestly, that you have a lot of players that can cast spells that are way more broken than True Strike. And for those of you that know, True Strike hasn't been a very useful spell as it seemed. I don't remember if it got reworked at any point recently.
What else? So it has some nice combos on 2024 World Warlocks and stuff like that. It has some real network, because you were saying like this is not exactly broken, but at lower levels it will allow you, like at level 2, to make 3 attacks.
Fuck!
Because if you use the dual wielding combo with Nick and Vex, so you do 2 attacks on your action. Right. You will use the attack on bonus action on the action, and then you will use True Strike to do another attack on your bonus action. So with a martial or some class or some build that you do not have exactly that much of a use for a bonus action, it's funny because you can you have 1 more attack, and if you go Warlock, it's nice for the smite.
But isn't True Strike more like
paladins now?
But isn't True Strike more like an enhancement for your next attack instead of being an attack itself?
Well, you make 1 attack with the weapon using the spell's casting. It's an action, and the trick can change it to a bonus action. So the attack you make on True Strike, you make 1 attack with the weapon. So I'm reading 2024. So you can use it as a bonus action in this, and did not know this item. This item is fun. It's not exactly broken, but it can be used. And also using Blade Ward as a bonus action is also very nice for the protective. I would not say broken. I will agree with you there, but I'll say it's a very nice item for a melee, for example, for stuff like that. It is really nice.
I believe that in 2014, I think it makes more sense to use it in 14 than 24 in this case.
Yeah, that's the caveat, because we played with those rules at the time.
Now, the thing is, the fact that it's two times a day, I think it's okay. I think it's nice because it's a good way to kind of correct the problem of True Strike. In my opinion, True Strike is like, maybe I'm being a bit dramatic, but it's kind of the most useless spell in 2014. It's like you're spending one action to maybe get a little bit more luck in your next action. Why not just use your action right now? And the fact that it becomes a bonus action kind of corrects the problem of the original spell. However, the fact that you can use it twice a day puts a nice limit on it. Otherwise, you will just spam it and you will become OP. Like, like every turn on your bonus action, you use the trinket, and on your next attack, you have advantage. Like, I mean, that's a little bit unbalanced. Low level, high level, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree, especially because in 2014 this was kind of like, I don't want to say game changer, but it made more sense and it wasn't as a solid item, as much as a solid item there, because especially Joe usually used it more for the Blade Ward anyways, because Sorcerer Cleric, so it made more sense there. The True Strike was kind of like sure, I could use it, but Blade Ward is like, makes way more sense to use it more often. But yeah, no, you guys are completely on mark there. I do agree with you guys. I think we're all on the same page with this one as well. I think it's so. Is it broken? I think it's safe to say not. I think it's just a very good item, and it can be rebalanced a little bit if necessary. If you feel that your party is already doing too much, but
it has some damage, some scaling in damage, but it's nothing like complete. 2d6 is at 11, for example. It's nothing. It's not completely game changer. It's a nice little morsel of damage there, but if you crit and you go for the double the dice rule, etc., it's fine too. But it's nothing. It would not break.
No. Okay. I think it's okay. I think it's cool. Yeah, I like this one.
Absolutely. All right, Soldier's Trinket, Griffin Saddlebag. Again, if anyone wants to check it out, Griffin Saddlebag. I think you can find them on Reddit or Patreon as well. If not, I'll do a little recon to the items and post something about it, but we'll figure it out. Next up, let's see who. Let's do
Quick draw.
Where? Quick draw. There we go.
Quick draw.
Okay, let's let it load. There we go. All right, so this one is also a Griffin Saddlebag item. Let's roll our dices, and I think I spoke too much about Joe because it rubbed off on me.
Yeah,
I got an 18.
All right, Maya, do the honors.
Okay, quick draw. Weapon, crossbow, hand rare. This curious contraption is in fact a small surreptitious hand crossbow that can be worn on a wrist or forearm and does not require free hand in order to use it. Nice. When you roll for initiative and are not surprised, you can immediately use a reaction to fire the weapon at a creature that you see within range, using the statistic for regular hand crossbow. If the bolt is not fired this way, you can use a bonus action immediately after taking the attack action on the following turn to make a single weapon attack with the crossbow. In order to use this crossbow, you must also wear 2 rings on adjacent fingers. One ring carries a thin but flexible string that connects to the firing mechanism of the crossbow. The second ring is equipped with a very small but functional blade, which is used to sever the first string. When the string is severed, the crossbow fires. It takes 1 minute to reset the crossbow in rings. The crossbow can be fired twice each day, resetting it on before the crossbow mechanism jams in overuse. Sometimes the single shot is all it takes, especially when that single shot is right between the eyes. Okay. Yeah, yeah, like yeah, the reaction is well, if you assume feats exist, yeah, this I wouldn't say because again, like we're talking about a crossbow, but it opens a lot of shenanigans if I don't have to reload it. That's the first one. And then it's a hand crossbow, so it's not that much damage. But you can. Well, I had the build. I had the crossbow build. Let me just.
Yeah, his gears are turning.
Because yeah, this is Vex. This is because again I'm seeing them 2024, and dual hand crossbows. It's a thing with
So
light weapon property and unique weapon.
Would it be triple hand crossbow with this one?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you add the omelet that we talked about,
yeah.
you know.
I'm just imagining like a person pulls a crossbow, someone pulls a crossbow, they pull a second crossbow, someone pulls a second crossbow, they pull a third crossbow. It's just the crossbow galore.
Because this is a light weapon, so you can dual wield.
I think this is my opinion, is that this is too Assassin's Creed coded for D&D.
Yes.
It's very Assassin's Creed coded.
Yeah, especially because I think they thought about it in such a...
No, even the thing with the fingers and all that.
Yeah.
I think it's too Assassin's
Creed. It's way because this uses the Vex nick combo because you don't need to use the weapon that has the nick. You just need to have it and have the mastery.
Right, exactly.
So you could go, oh, reaction, po, po. Then true strike as bonus action, po. And then action surge, po.
That's actually.
Can you imagine the amulet and this?
See, John Wick, you go fucking John Wick everywhere.
Like someone sneezes and you all of a sudden just...
Full of arms going everywhere.
You killed the barmaid.
No. Yeah, you well, I don't know. You would have to do some workarounds here because you would have to use a very specific build. But I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say exactly broken as the cloak that we first talked about. But yeah, you would need to look into this a little bit. Fire consume.
I think it's also very context dependent. But I'm a little bit more leaning towards broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you? So is it broken? We can do at least 2 stamps that it is, or at the very least unbalanced.
Yeah.
Unbalanced because you're not taking into account bolts or specialized bolts, and because there's a lot of things you can put on the crossbow.
Yeah. The moment you said specialized bolts, if this is coated with poison reaction, like you sneeze, your character sneezes. There's a lot of caveats there.
But it's always cool that you can cast counter spell with a hand crossbow. So my counter spell will be a crossbow to the face. So that's nice. That's always cool.
I'm having flashbacks from that time Mayo used counter spell on me on I think it was Killing Word or something like that. On a live play on a 15-meter stage, and
Jesus. That is so cool. His face was so amazing. He was about to kill me because he was going. That was fun. But this would need the big work. And then if you don't have to load it, it's even better.
All right, so it takes
Because
1 minute.
the only
reset.
yeah, because that's the only drawback this thing has. But if you have the feat, you don't need to load it.
Oh no! Hold on. It does have a con. The crossbow can be fired twice each day, resetting at dawn. So it only has two
Okay.
uses per day, basically.
Yeah, it has that caveat.
Yeah.
Which
just
is
read the
good.
first part,
Otherwise,
you
it
think.
will be even more unbalanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like as long as you have bolts, reaction, bolt to the face, reaction, bolt to the face.
Yeah, but yeah, rework it at least.
Yeah, I think the major rework here would probably be the wording. I think it would require better wording to kind of work around those caveats, because like Maya said, with the specialized bolts, there's a lot you can use this in such a broken way that the DM probably didn't even account for. So I think rework the wording would probably help it a lot.
But,
All right.
It's a cool concept. It's a cool concept.
It is.
And
It
the
is a very
flavor
cool
is very cool.
concept.
Yeah.
I think they just went a little bit too far away too like with the description of the rings and I think that's like unnecessary. You can just say it takes a minute to reset for you can use it again.
Yeah.
Like it makes more sense.
Unnecessary text.
Yeah. All right. Miguel, you wanna pick something?
I want another cloak. Can we do cloak of invisibility?
You're that.
Classic.
You're that.
Absolutely.
You're that cold, Miguel. That you need more cloak.
I'm very cold. Ingrid is not being
fair.
Is not being kind.
To be fair, everyone else that is at home going through this depression called Ingrid, stay safe, please. Stay warm and make sure you have a go-to bag ready if anything hits. But in the meantime, hope you're enjoying the session, the stream. But let's see. Let's roll our dice. Let's see who does the honors. Usually it has been pretty serendipitous. Whoever picks is the one reading. But we shall see if the luck continues.
That was a 10 for me.
That's a 19. Okay. I think I'm gonna be reading this one. All right. Cloak of Invisibility, wondrous item, legendary, requires attunement. This cloak has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the cloak, you can take a magic action to pull its hood over your head and expend 1 charge to give yourself the invisible condition for 1 hour. The effect ends early if you pull the hood down, no action required, or cease wearing the hood.
Perfectly balanced.
I think it's perfectly balanced. I don't think it.
No.
I don't think it's. I wouldn't say it's legendary. Very rare, absolutely. Rare, I would not put it at rare. I think it's way too accessible to lower levels. Very rare, I think it would be a fair deal for this, because if you put this at legendary, like you cannot tell me that Cloak of Invisibility has the same rarity as the fucking Scroll of Tarrasque summoning. like these two are not the same.
Yeah.
And like especially this one is so much well balanced in comparison to the Cloak of Displacement, and the Cloak of Displacement is very rare.
Yeah.
I think they should switch rarities, honestly.
I'm thinking that I was actually just confirming, and the potion of invisibility, it's very rare, and this is basically a potion of invisibility, like a perpetual one, as long as you have charges. Now it's better than the potion of invisibility because you can use it 3 times a day at most. But yeah, I agree. It's not legendary, and it's not like summoning.
I mean, we do have a comment here. We do have a comment here from our
break invisibility. Yeah.
Yeah, because of the attacking. That is a very important detail to keep in mind.
That is, I was not considering it, and yeah, that's kind of OP.
Yeah. By itself, it's fine, but now adding the combat or the attacking trait to it, now this might be fair for it to be legendary. If it's just a straight up invisible, because it gives you the invisible condition. It's not giving you the invisible spell. So because you still have the invisible condition for 1 hour, and the only way that you end this early is by pulling the hood down or cease wearing the hood, you are literally death incarnate, and you are the best assassin there ever was, or is, because you literally just, walk up to someone, dagger in hand, slash. Whoa! What happened? No one knows because you weren't revealed. You're still invisible. Yeah. Okay. This. I think. This
just ban it for rogues. Just ban it for rogues.
Done.
Problem solved. Rogues cannot use this.
Honestly, yeah. Problem solved.
Well, subtle spell, fireball, this cloak. It's also a nice combo. Because you can make a fireball appear in the middle of nowhere.
So spontaneous combustion. People are afraid of fire. That is actually terrifying, though. All right, so is it broken? Approved, rework, back to the Thought Factory.
No.
I think
it's okay.
Very good item that should not be easy to get.
Agreed.
But,
I think
I don't think it needs a rework. Just don't let your rogue use it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I think it's. I think it's pretty fair. All things considered, it is a legendary item. So honestly, being essentially death incarnate and killing whoever you want without being seen and just throwing subtle fireballs. This can arguably be at the same level as a Scroll of Titan summoning, to be fair. All right. Let's do Miguel. Pick our next target.
No more cloaks. The Haziron.
Haziron. There we go. This one seems to be also an official item. Also, for those of you at home, Cloak of Invisibility is also an official item from D&D. Now, if the Haziron decides to load, that'd be great. Yes, there we go. All right, great sword. Okay, fun. Let's roll our dice. Let's see who gets to go.
Okay, I got a 4.
The 14.
7. Miguel, start us off.
Okay, so this is a great sword, legendary, and requires attunement. A sentient, neutral evil greatsword. Haziron is capable of speech in common and Netherese. Even if you aren't attuned to the sword, you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. If you are not attuned to Haziron, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage when you hit with the weapon. Increased potency. While you are attuned to this weapon, its bonus on attack and damage rolls increases to +2, and the hit deals an extra 2d6 necrotic damage instead of 1d6. Haziron has 4 charges to cast spells. As long as the sword is attuned to you and you are holding it in your hand, you can cast Detect Magic, 1 charge, Detect Evil and Good, 1 charge, or Detect Thoughts, 2 charges. Each night at midnight, Haziron regains 1d4 expended charges. There's more. While you are attuned to the weapon, any creature that you hit with Haziron can't regain hit points for 1 minute. The target can make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending this effect early on a success. Creatures that are small or tiny have disadvantage on attack rolls with heavy weapons. A heavy weapon size and bulk make it too large for a small or tiny creature to use effectively. And it's two-handed. This weapon requires 2 hands to use. This property is relevant only when you attack with the weapon, not when you are simply holding it. No, it's broken.
Absolutely. Like, you want coffee with that? Like, you want me to like Jesus Christ?
I would.
I mean,
I
just,
wouldn't.
I
I
am
wouldn't
become
say,
deaf.
as someone who loves martial character, I wouldn't say exactly broken. Just that to
It's broken.
first is legendary. So as a DM, I would say if a player wanted to play like this, I would say, oh yeah, sure, but it will cost you. Like I would probably put some kind of curse, and I would do like an entire arc around it. Because this is not like
No,
you
but
get out
even
of bed and it's on the floor.
so, no, it even so. This is like, I mean, this is
No,
like
you would have to.
all Infinity Stones.
Yeah,
How-
I know. It's really powerful, but I would do it like since it's a sentient evil. I would do something like having to kill the parents or some weird fucked up shit like that.
Narrative consequences instead of
Yes,
mechanical. I like that.
narrative. Yeah,
Okay.
because this sword screams curse. This sword screams I gave a lot of myself to gain this power. You know, and it's kind of weird. It doesn't have that on the description, but yeah, some kind of curse. Because you have cursed items in D&D, and some of them are
Yeah.
kind of nice. But this one, I don't understand why they don't have, because it screams like big arc, big story part, you know. But that would be the way that I would probably balance it.
I think you become the BBEG if you use this.
Something like that, yeah.
By the
something
way,
like that.
by the way, yeah.
Every
Fun
day
fact that you
it
mentioned
screams
that.
to you at night and maybe give you, it would warp your thoughts
Recurring
and
nightmares.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Nothing.
So
Maybe,
here's
for
the thing.
example, I would make him attack someone. Like I would describe a scene. There's two thugs, and he would use it to kill it. Then I would say, no, they were children after all, and you just kill two children because you were under
Manipulating your mind.
like something.
Yeah.
But that would be my way to kind of balance.
Absolutely. So here's the thing. Actually, taking exactly what you just said, Maya. Here's the thing. This sword, for those of you watching, is an official item. This is not homebrewed, and this is an item that you get in Tyranny of Dragons. For those of you that know, you know. So with in Horde of the Dragon Queen, you supposedly get this around level 7, which is a problem in and of itself. Yeah, if not a bit earlier, depending on how your progress goes. So I think what you talked about with the whole making the consequences narrative instead of mechanical is a very interesting approach, because this this has so much going on that trying to make any type of mechanical balance to it, it's just like, I think it's a task too many, because like, what would you do? You would have to essentially chop this in half in terms of what it does, because that is way too much for a great sword, for an item of that type. Yeah, at level 7, like this is absolutely broken. But like that idea, like you killed like 2 thugs attack you kill them, you realize they were children, your mind is warped, like that can honestly. It's almost like like we start off Scroll of Tarask summoning as like a joke item, and then we're like, this is actually pretty. Yeah, no, this is based. Yeah, this works. And like this one starts off like, holy crap, this is so bad that it's good at the same time, but still bad. So like this is one of those weird situations where it has so much going on.
I think that just like Maya was saying, if you can make it work narratively, it can be an amazing item and an amazing plot engine.
Absolutely.
However, if you're just playing just to roll dice and do math, this is too much, in my opinion.
All right, so is it broken? Should we agree that it's broken or requires some
Context
sort
dependent.
Context dependent, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I would probably do. I could almost do a campaign around it. Like,
Yeah.
Honestly,
you know,
I can see this as the weapon for the BBEG.
yeah, something like that.
Hazaron can also be the twist villain. So let's say you get the sword in the middle of your journey trying to fight whatever the BBG that your party believes they're going to fight, and then when they get there, it was the sword all along, and the sword just wanted you to bring it to its home lair so it can actually take its shape, and then fucking Lich King appears with the sword in hand.
Yeah, take over the body. For example,
and it has a scroll of Tarask.
Scroll of Tarask summoning
inside the pummel, it's like
exactly. Well, because obviously it still has, it doesn't have enough abilities. It has to have like a little hidden compartment. The Lich King just comes out.
It needs more text.
It needs more text, The Lich King just comes out like almost like a little cigarette box, starts hitting on it, so a cigarette comes out, kind of goes out in the rain, starts hitting the pommel, scroll of Tarask, summon Tarask, and just your casual cigarette. All right, okay, so that was Hazaron again. We talked about Tyranny of Dragons. Our guildmaster has strong opinions, rightfully so. If you didn't get enough just from Hazaron, just from this one item, you can probably guess how the entire campaign is. But yeah, let's see. Moving forward, I think I'm gonna get my pick of the litter this time as well. There is one item that I have been constantly thinking of using. So let's see who's gonna be our reader this time. Not me. That's a 9.
6.
All right, Miguel.
I've read the last one.
Actually, you read the last one. Okay, so 6, then 9. I'm the second highest. So I think again, serendipitously, the one that picks is the one that reads. All right, so this item is called the Banner of the Last Stand. It basically is a lance that has this long red banner attached to it. It's a legendary item. It's a +3 spear, 1d6 +3 piercing, thrown, and versatile. As an action, you can thrust this spear into the ground and with a battle cry, magnificent banner to unfurl. All those who hear you may immediately spend their reaction to respond to your call and gain a point of inspiration or a d12 inspiration die to use on any attack, ability check, or saving throw. The banner depicts the heroic deeds of each who responds to the call. Aura of Heroes. In addition, all those who've responded to the initial battle cry have a +1 attack and advantage to fear effects while within 30 feet of the banner. Ooh, okay. The banner cannot be removed, altered, or destroyed by anyone or anything short of a wish spell. After 1 hour of use, its effects ends and cannot be used again till 100 years have passed. I think this is a banger item, personally.
Yeah.
Has built-in lore, built-in narrative. I don't think it's broken. I think it's perfectly, like, it's one of those you're fighting the BBG moments, or push comes to shove, your back's against the wall, fuck it, boom, you stick the banner on the ground, you do your battle cry, your party joins in, everyone gets inspiration, everyone's like, I can already see the party members getting fizzled into the banner, as that happens. Sure. This is a perfect narrative item because you only get this once.
This is
as you were reading, I was thinking, this is amazing narratively. This is amazing. You were reading this, and I was thinking, yeah, this should be in Daggerheart. And
absolutely, yes.
And I was thinking, once you can do this once, and then you went to the 100 years have passed part, and I was thinking, chef's kiss, amazing lore. I really like this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Maya, you were saying
Yeah.
something.
No. I love it. Narratively, love it. It would make a great center point for an arc or for a finishing of a campaign or something like that. Still broken. Still broken. After
Really?
all. This is just so broken because it cannot be removed, altered, or destroyed by anything or anyone or anything short of a wish spell. Just that part, like forget the stats, forget the thing. Just that part.
Okay, so you're mostly like pushed back with the indestructibility
Like,
of the item is basically.
But yeah, if you want, because like if you're having one of those moments is with a rally glide, everything you need to have stakes, you need to have things that can happen, and if they are around an immortal, immovable object, like it shortens down the stakes because you're giving everyone a lot of things. Like you give them everyone a 1d12 that they can use for anything, and then you're giving them a +1 to attack and advantage to fear, and it's a lot of things that you're giving them. So I would say because it's broken in that way, like it's too powerful. It's a too much Deus Ex Machina. It's too much a salvation from nothing. It needs to have stakes. It needs to be okay. But the bad guys now are going to target the bender. The bad guys now know that's the source of power that the heroes have, that it has to be destroyed for the morale. Like in real battle, where they use
I can get behind that.
banners and stuff. You know the idea. So
why not like make it so that it has like preconditions that you have to meet in order to use it? Like you need to be like, at least level something and have a pure soul and that kind of stuff.
You can only use it if you have less than X XP or to give that high risk, high reward stuff.
Oh yeah, like you're bleeding, something like that.
Especially I have
like it's less than 10 HP.
Look, I have something a thing with the objects that are indestructible. Okay, because you can do a lot of weird shit with it.
Okay,
like you can do like
do a lot
weird.
With those crossbows.
Yes. I know, but the crossbows can be destroyed. If something cannot be destroyed, because a wish spell is like it's above nuclear. A wish spell is like the end game, or D&D. It's like it's over. You get a wish, the campaign is over. Everything is over. So you can only destroy it with a wish spell, and that. Maybe. I don't know. Some creative players can do creative things with it. Like, because even if you do the movable rod scenario where you plant the movable rod in the middle of a road and you hide it, and then something goes and it just like this is the same thing, and you can do even more weird stuff. Like there's a huge dragon, and you just pin him down. And then
I still think that I still like it, to be honest. I
don't know. I love it. I love it also. Okay, I love it. And like I said, I think it would make a great center moment for the heroes. Amazing, but I think it's kind of loopy.
I think that the fact that you can only use it once makes it not broken. However, it would be better if we added those preconditions. That's my take.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Miguel. I also agree with you, Maya. I think it's a very, very good item. I don't think it's a perfect one. I think you could use a little bit of a polishing, a little bit of round rounding up. I think what could happen is kind of like touching upon what Miguel said and what Maya was pointing out with the whole wish section of like this item being indestructible can pose problems for the narrative because it is essentially not a plot armor essentially because like, oh, this item is indestructible and it gives me this. So like like in the moment, yes, it's narratively amazing, but then there's that little moment of like the BBG kind of loses a little bit of its threat factor, or whatever it is that you might be fighting, you know, a cataclysm, whatever it is. But so touching upon like those preconditions, maybe instead of it being a wish spell, you can bump it down and say specifically, my memory is a little bit hazy on spells. What are the spells that disenchant magic? What's the spell's name?
Dispel magic.
Like literally just dispel magic? Because I think there's a higher level one, or am I tripping? Because I might be thinking of...
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect.
Okay. It's just level 1, 2?
Level 3. This is level 3.
Level 3. I'd say... yeah, arguably you could do like a high level dispel magic on this instead of a wish. I think that's more doable, especially because at that point in the campaign... Yeah, like I was like more thinking about level 5. I think that's a good round number, not too high, not too unachievable, especially if at that point if they have this and they're feeling that they have to use this. The BBG has more than 5th level spell slots. Yeah. So I think it's a fair caveat because like it would be silly if it wouldn't be indestructible, right? And then instead of the BBG destroying it, it's one of its lackeys. I don't know, a fucking like goblin on steroids destroys it, and it's like kind of loses that oomph factor. So like, still keeping on that little corda bamba, on that little edge of having those conditions. But also those conditions being achievable for the villain, but still having that holiness added to the item. I think that would be a nice rework for it instead of wish being a high disenchant.
But for example, like if the banner cannot be removed, altered, or destroyed, couldn't I hide behind the banner to survive a fireball? Or anything, actually. Like I would just go.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
If I were the DM,
no, it's everything. It's everything.
If I were the DM and you ask me, can I hide behind the banner to avoid the fireball? I will just say yes, because it's a cool idea.
Okay, yeah, me too. It's a cool idea. Yes, exactly. I would also say that. I would really also say that. But it's like, because you have now immortal, indestructible fabric. You just don't alter it, but you have immortal fabric.
I still like it.
Yeah, I like it also. I like it.
Is it broken, underpowered, overpowered, or contextual?
I would say OP. I wouldn't go broken because again, 100 years. OP, too
OP, okay.
The 100 years makes a huge difference in the context.
I agree. I'd say maybe not completely OP, but more. It has a caveat. I'd say I wouldn't say it's overpowered. I'd say it's very contextual because you can have. You also can have DM power and say that at the end of the day, you could just fucking pull something out of your ass that literally like, oh yeah, the BBG flicks a finger and the holy spear breaks in half, and then that could make a whole other arc in the campaign for them to fix the spear and defeat the BBG once again.
Or the spear transforms into Aziran. It was Aziran all along.
Yeah, exactly. So like there's a whole like I think it has a lot of potential and it depends not on its mechanics but on how it's introduced, used, and at the end expended. I think it's very contextual on the party and the DM and what they say goes, right? Like so it depends on who's actually ruling here. But it's a very cool item. I think we can all agree we have a lot of ideas already brewing just from this one. This one and Hazaron, but Hazaron is more on the side of like cursed sword being the villain after all. All right. Maya, go ahead and pick.
What's the last one from the next to the cloak?
This one?
Yeah.
This is an infernal contract.
Ooh.
This is a fun one. All right.
Okay, I have an 18.
Dice.
I have an 18. 19.
Ah, 17. Very serendipitous. Like, what the fuck? Everyone that picks is the one that reads. I don't think we have to roll. We've been going in perfect order. All right, Maya.
Okay, how much? Okay. Infernal contract. Legendary. Once signed in blood, this contract is forever binding. Only which spell can erase the terms of the contract? You can only have one contract at a time. There are 4 types. Contract of blood. You return to the prime of your youth. Distribute 5 ability score points as you wish, no higher than 20. Contract of riches. Gain 15,000 GP in health within the next few days. Or one non-legendary non-artifact item. Contract of knowledge. You gain contact other plane as a ritual spell-like ability, the DC of which is 10. You also gain a permanent advantage to one knowledge skill of your choice. Contact of power, you gain an additional spell slot for each of your spell levels. Alternatively, you may choose 3 spells from any class at this third level or lower and gain them as once per day spell-like abilities. Curse Damned, the signee has disadvantages on all death saving throws. Upon death, their soul teleports to the contract giver's native plane and is imprisoned within a magic crystal. The signee can never be resurrected until their soul is free. Oh yeah, this is so broken. First of all, just the first part, yeah, the ability to rework your stats is just so awesome and so broken, and I would love it that you could do that so many times. But this is just broken anyway.
No, it's broken. It's broken.
Yeah.
So broken.
It's too much. And
I
distribute 5 ability score points as you wish, no higher than 20. Oh, pass.
No, the curse is not enough. It needs a heavier curse.
No. Because then you have contract of riches that in that part is not broken enough. Like 15,000 GP.
It's
Why?
That's nothing.
Like gain $1 million in health within the next few days. Like gain $1 million. Not 15,000.
I'm on the fence.
No, but I like. But the thing is, I like the detail of you gain 1500 GP in wealth within the next few days, or one legendary. 15,000 in wealth within the next few days, or, and I underline or. One non-legendary, non-artifact item. So you can just ask for a potion of minor healing. A minor potion of healing.
That second it's not OP. This thing is OP, but that second is not OP. That's weird. And then the contact of knowledge. If you are a warlock at 9, you get that.
Yeah.
Advantage, one permanent advantage to one knowledge skill of your choice. It's if you go properly heavy, but it's that one is not broken.
Yeah.
I
and
think
then
this one
the
is
additional spell slot for it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Additional spell slot for each of the spell levels that is broken. That is just broken.
No, that's a lot. That's
That's a
that
lot.
one. Yeah.
That's a lot.
No, it can completely change a character to be.
No, and then if you have a wish spell, you can do number 1, wish, then number 4.
That's
like,
insane. Because you gain all of those additional spell slots, but you can instead also choose 3 spells that are 3rd level or lower and have them once per day abilities. So like you can literally fireball, fly, and lightning bolt, or whatever other you want to do for round it all off. And your character is a fucking monk or a fighter, dude. All of a sudden you just
Yeah.
It's I have a fun workaround for this because I'm on the fence about this because I really like to mess with my players in a way that they also obviously enjoy. But I like to mess with my players when doing higher entity conversations or contracts, where obviously there is a fine print that they don't know about or maybe didn't notice in the role play. So what I would do is I would, let's say, do something similar to these 4 types of contracts, kind of rework them a bit. The 15 gold pieces is that's lame for your soul. That's like, is your soul really just 15,000 gold pieces? That's kind of like, that's cheap. And non-legendary, non-artifact. Here, have an oil of slippery. It's kind of silly.
A lot of grease. There's a lot of grease, but
for your soul.
But yeah, the contract of blood.
Yeah. What I would do is I would have the 4 types, right? Obviously rework them so that they are kind of that they obviously reflect you essentially signing your soul away to a higher mystical entity, infernal entity in this case. And obviously you would still have that caveat of disadvantage on death saving throws, but I would do a specific con for each contract. So whenever you choose one of the contracts, you also have a similar curse attached to it. So you don't only gain that, but you also gain something that you're not even aware that you have, and only the DM knows about it. So it's one of those things, because there are items in D&D, in like official items, because this one is from, I'm pretty sure, from the Griffin Saddleback or some similar homebrewer. But there are items in D&D that basically like tell you the player side, and they also give you the between quotes or between parentheses the DM side. Okay, like this is the curse, like you get this as well, and this advantage, and yada yada yada. And I think this should be part of each one of those contracts. Personally, that's how I would play it, because I really like to mess with players, weighing in their choices, and not just being like okay, see or no, like yes or no, like no, they okay, I'll give away my memories of my hometown for this to happen. Okay, cool. So has to have something. Obviously, in this case, they wouldn't know that they're losing the memories, for example, but something along those lines, something that has to reflect the contract chosen.
Opa, yeah. So
it makes
very, very much.
I'm still a little bit. I don't know if this is. I don't know what word to use to describe it. I've already used one which is weird, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, I think this is one of those items, and it might work for a lot of people, or you might make it work. Yes, but if I were the DM and I came across this, I will probably just skip past it. But once again, that's me.
Right.
Opa, yeah. Like I would again. I would probably use it, narratively speaking. But yeah, the number one and number four, no,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah, though they
No,
need to.
number 4 is.
Uh,
No.
I would.
Number four is.
like,
So, yeah.
and the
Number 4 is
ability
broken.
to, yeah, and the ability to reroll. That's amazing.
I mean, the first one I would probably just bump. I would keep it the same, but instead of being 5 ability score points, I would say 2 ability score points. I think that's fair. So basically, a free API for your soul. I think that's doable.
Okay,
That's doable.
That makes
Because
sense.
like 5, what stops you from like pulling in 5 and like literally maxing out, for example, 2 of your ability score improvements of your abilities, like, and having 2 abilities at 20, like that's fucking broken.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's too much. Yeah.
So like I would put it at 2. And make it like a regular ability score improvement, because like it's outside of the level up spectrum. So since this would change the balancing of the character, I think that would be a fair exchange for their soul, I guess, if you want to go that way. The fourth one, I would absolutely scrap it and do something like choose a spell slot, gain additional spell slot, one additional spell slot of the spell slot level that you chose, that you have at that level. I think that's more than fine. Additionally, you can because again, you're selling your soul for it. I think an additional spell slot would be a fair trade, you know. Because again, and this is keeping in mind that I would still attach caveats to each contract type. So, for example, whenever
two level 9 slots at 20, yeah, it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's
because there's
so,
also
you know what I mean? Like,
because I'm thinking this like at 6th, 7th level.
Add a 6th or 7th level spell slot to your list. And that's it. Or cast free per day a spell up to level 7. You know?
Then I would probably reward it into I would probably reward it.
I'm not thinking about the rewards, but a mechanic like that, and so still, even a 7th level spell slot is really powerful. Not as much as a knight, but really, really powerful. So yeah. But the curse. I like the curse. I really do like the curse. I do like the curse. Disadvantages on all death saving throws is something I really like. I like the curse. The curse is solid to me.
I was thinking at the beginning that, especially for number 1 and 4, if they were to be kept as they are, so no changing, the curse would not be enough. The curse will need.
No. Yeah, no. You would have to reward. Yeah, you have to bump up the curse. Like you only have 1 HP. You only have 1 HP to the rest of your life.
I think.
And the other part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a page from Maya's book here. I would just rework the second one and the third one a little bit, and keep the first one and the fourth one as is. And what I would do is adding to the curse, so the curse would still have the disadvantage. What I would add to the curse would be that sweet narrative con of someone very important to you dies, but you don't know who. And the player does not know that is a caveat, and that is a fine print for the infernal entity that is giving this contract. So wherever like, I need power because I need to fight the BBG. Okay, well, I'll give you the power that you need. Boom, smiles, signs away. Nice. Then okay, we need to go by our hometown. By the way, like months later. Oh, cool. And then like, oh, I need to see my mom. Yeah, by the way, cool. Pass by the blacksmith. Like, oh, how you doing, Sonny? I'm just here to see my mom. Oh, you haven't heard? Heard what? Oh, she passed away. When? And like you say, like exactly 3 months ago when you signed the contract. Like 3 months ago, like. You know, the player's heart just sank, like sunks. That has a lot of power there.
No, that can be a plot point. Yeah.
I'd say it's still broken though. It's very contextual. Damn.
One course that's always funny to give, following that one that you're saying, is not exactly killing her mother, but just kill the BBAG off screen. Just kill him off screen.
Oh yeah,
they go on a wild goose chase.
Yeah.
He's dead.
That's so mad.
He's been dead for 3 months.
Like,
honestly,
yeah. Like you play a campaign for another year, like real life year, and then like no, you guys solved it like last year.
they get to the lair. It's just a skeleton on the throne.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. It was the body double all this time. It was just the body double.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So, is it broken? Is it overpowered? Like, what should we do with this item?
Completely broken.
No, it's broken. The fact that we have to make so many amends,
much changes. Yeah.
I'd say it's broken as in literally broken, like it needs to go back to the mechanic, because like, you know, the back to the drawing board, like it's lacking oil, you know, it's
broken.
It's literally like it has the little blinking check engine light there, like it needs to go back to the factory. Absolutely.
It's broken as in it just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work, like, because you can't have 1 and 4 and then 2 with 15 gold pieces. You can pay your mortgage now. Like, bro, come on, like, give it at least 10 million. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. All right, Miguel, pick.
All right. Just a second.
I'm gonna say pick carefully, because looking at the time, I will say this would probably be our last item.
Okay, so the last one from the second row.
Last one from the second, this little one with the ring.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Let's roll.
Oh, okay. This is so cute. This is just so cute.
Yeah.
That is just...
Honestly. Okay, so I rolled 18, but I already read mine, so
16.
Maya, go ahead.
Okay, so the item is called Ring of the Rodents. It's common, requires attunement, and it's +2 to stealth checks. And you can speak to rats while attuned to this ring. And I think it's just adorable. It has the image of a little mouse with a tail, and it's just so cute. And I wouldn't say broken, because you can easily get now like +10 to stealth or more than that. Insanely a lot.
Is a thing.
And it's just and with pass without trace, like, I wouldn't say broken. I think it's cute, and speak to rats. It's amazing. You could do some fun things if you can persuade the rats to do it, and you could go like full on Rat King kind of vibe. There's other shenanigans that you can do with rats.
Imagine having like a rat familiar.
Ooh,
a rat army, rat familiar.
Like,
No, I think
it's a great character building item.
Yeah, it's like anything like speak with animals. For me, it's an amazing spell, especially because you can speak with animals, and if you can persuade them, again, that's up to the DM, you know. But you can do a lot of shenanigans, a lot of cool shenanigans. And speaking with rats, like
This one can be very fun, and it's simple, it's straightforward, it does what it does. It doesn't require you to like have to imagine 1,000 things and do so much math that it becomes annoying. And it's a +2 to stealth checks, which I think it's balanced. I think it's cool. I think this is one that could be used at lower levels even.
Yeah, it is common, so.
But that's the thing. That's the only. I still like it. I'm still going to say it's not broken. But if I could change one thing, probably I wouldn't label it as common. Probably a little bit more than that. But still, good.
I'd
But
still.
I like it.
Yeah, I really like it, but honestly, I think I would still keep it as common because it still requires attunement because you like, and that makes you think carefully about your attunement slots because you only have 3.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right.
you know, even though it's common, you have to balance your items. If you have more than 3 items that require attunement, obviously.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
No, yeah.
No, I really like it. I think it's very.
Is it broken? No, I think it's straightforward. I think we all agree. It's a Ring of the Rodents, probably so far the cleanest one from the factory. It doesn't really have any issues, any kinks in it. All right. Honestly, I think we actually have time for one more since this one was a relatively simple one.
Yeah.
Maya, anything
Robe of the
your
Archmagi.
eagle eyes?
The robe of the Archmagi, since we did all the cloaks, so
finish it off on a cloak. Yeah, start off on the cloak. On the cloak, finish off on the robe.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one earlier.
There you go. All right, and I'll give you honestly, Miguel. I'll give you the honors. Wait, who was? Because Maya read the last one. So Miguel, I'll give you the honors.
Okay, so this is a wondrous item. It's a legendary. It requires attunement either by a sorcerer, a warlock, or a wizard. This elegant garment is made from exquisite cloth of white, grey, and black, and adorned with silvery runes. The robe's color corresponds to the alignment for which the item was created. A white robe was made for good, a grey for neutral, and a black for evil. You can't attune to a robe of the Archmagi that doesn't correspond to your alignment. And now the benefits while wearing the robe. If you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 15 plus dexterity. You have advantage on saving throws against spell and other magical effects. Your spell save DC and spell attack bonus each increase by 2.
It's OP. At least it's an OP thingy.
I think what really saves it from being broken is the fact that it's a wondrous item. So and it has the limitations of either sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. So
wizard.
Yeah, which makes sense in this case. However, it has 3 benefits.
No drawback.
No drawback. Yes, I mean it has limitations. Not drawback, but the limitation that it needs to align with your alignment if you're still using alignments.
But that's the thing. If you're still using alignment,
if it has 3 benefits, probably 2 would be enough.
I would give it the curse. I like curses. I would give it the curse.
You have a trend. You do have a trend.
I just give him something negative. Because spell save and attack bonus by 2. That's a lot. That's a lot right there. Advantage on saving throws against spell. That's a lot again. And mage armor for free. Constant mage armor for free.
No, that's the thing. You get like the AC of a paladin, just by wearing it, it needs to have a drawback. I agree.
No, it does. It does. It does. Not just a narrative, but a real drawback.
Yeah, a real draw because it
Tap your
has
spells to level 7.
mechanical limitation. Because it has a mechanical limitation, but not a drawback. Because you're limited to those 3 spellcaster classes, and let's be real, the alignment, as much as it might be cool, it's not really relevant to this day and age. Alignment items are rarely used because characters are more complex than just 2 words that you put on the piece of paper saying how they behave. So I think you could scrap the entire alignment thing and just do a drawback or a curse there instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Opa,
I
yeah.
agree.
É um bocado por aí. É um bocado por aí. Still, I want this on my character. So this went to the shopping list. This is now on the shopping list.
Oh yeah.
Because why does black has to be for evil? Why can't I be an evil guy that wears red? Like, why can't I be an evil guy that wears gold and black, like a Bumblebee style? You know,
Like a fashion police.
True.
well, yeah, like why?
I was also
you were
thinking
saying about you were saying, Miguel, about using alignment. Yeah, the more I play and the more I use D&D, the less I think alignment is exactly the thing. Because like
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be useful, but it can also be very constraining.
Yeah, I think as a more of a guide, because like if you get to a point where you get to be an archmagi, you had to kill people. You had to do weird shit. You had to do a lot of weird things, even if you're one of the good guys. Like you had to do a lot of things. Like for example, Gandalf, he kills steals. You know, he kills the boss and let everybody go, so he could get the XP. But Gandalf did weird stuff. Gandalf took a lot of decisions for himself. Like Gandalf put in harm's way little children and hobbits.
Yeah.
For example, and he's a white.
Someone in the chat said also that, like, kind of like topping off to what you're saying, it's even better than Mage Armor because Mage Armor tops off at 16. This gives you a possibility to have your DC, AC be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 if you have a really high dexterity, right? So, like, it really does need some sort of a drawback.
It's like if you go around to dump your constitution and go to a mental health and dump your intellect and go to heaven of intellect. So, and they both get bumped to 19, and then you go dexterity and go charisma, for example. If you go walk or sorcery, it's not hard to have a +4 on dexterity.
Yeah. And that's a 19 AC right there.
Yeah, for a spellcaster.
Too much. Just
like that.
No, once again, it's a wondrous item. But
yes, I know.
Even being legendary, it's lacking. I'd say. Is it broken? I'd say no. Does it need a rework? What do you guys think?
It does need a rework, but it's not necessarily broken.
I would give it something else. I would give it again. I would give it a drawback. I would reduce I would say you only get one level 7 spell slot instead of the normal 2. I don't know. Like you can only cast levels up to 7 levels. I don't know, but I would give it some drawback. Not narrative like a lot, because again, +2 on attack bonus for magic is just insane. Insane.
It makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot.
No, it does make it. It's spell attack bonus and DC. Yeah, it makes. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is kind of broken. This is kind of broken for me.
I wouldn't say I do have an idea, but it's not really a drawback. It's more of a limitation. You can still have
The sound.
Okay.
Are we the only ones experiencing this? This amazing.
Are people in the chat?
Yeah,
No, it's not only this. Nice, everyone gets to enjoy this.
Jesus. Okay.
Alexey, say, just say kill all humans.
Kill all humans.
Chat is saying that the microphone is the broken item.
Oh my lord! I think my Wi-Fi just broke. Rob of the Archmagi. Daleks. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Let me see if this works.
Do you guys know Flight of the Condors? The group. Do you know Miguel? Flight of the Condors.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a music about robots. The humans are dead. It reminds me of this music.
At this time of the day, I had to go into the furthest parts of my brain because the name was ringing a bell, and then I remember. Oh yeah, I know those guys.
I love it. I love them.
Am I back? Am I still a Dalek?
Oh no, you're back. You're back. To
okay,
normal.
good. I'm not a Dalek anymore. I'm back to being Doctor Who. All right. Okay, so to top off what I was saying, the limitation, you'd still have the 3 benefits, but instead of being locked behind, instead of being, let's say, alignment based or whatever, you could have 3 groups of levels, and depending on what group you like tiers in Daggerheart, depending what tier of levels you fit in, you get 1, 2, or 3 of the robe's benefits. So the higher the level, the more benefits you get.
Okay, yeah. It could even be something that grows with you, and then
Exactly.
you do a quest to unlock it, like the artifacts, like the artifacts in WoW and a lot of other systems. Yeah, and then you could make it having a catch, like you can unlock this, but you will lose that. So
I really like that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe lose a spell that as a way to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that idea. That idea.
You get +2 to attacks, but you can never again cast counter spell.
Oof.
I like that. Personally, I like that.
Guys,
or
whoever's in the chat,
one of those,
Yeah, whoever's in the chat, would you trade your counter spell for a permanent +2 on DCs and spell attack bonus? Type in the chat. Tell us your opinion. But speaking of opinions, is it broken? I think not. I think it just requires a little bit of a rework.
It's
OP.
I think that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this item might be a little bit dated.
I'm absolutely behind you. I second that. It is very much focused on outdated play styles. That not to say that they are bad. Simply they are outdated because people evolved with their role play, and I think it's no longer actual to play with alignment-based items. They can be very fun, as seen in one of the Exandria campaigns that was DM'd by Bri Iyengar in Critical Role before Campaign 3, that was revolving around an entire item that was alignment-based. So have something like that. Yeah, instead of doing
tell a story like that. Yeah.
If you tell a story like that, you could do something fun as depending on the color that you as a DM decide this robe is, that will be the alignment that overtakes your character and changes the character that attunes to this item. So if it's a black robe and the character is a pure-hearted paladin or pure-hearted wizard or sorcerer, it warps and corrupts them. Yeah, for example. So I think it just needs a little bit of rework on that sign, because as Miguel said, very very rightfully so, it is a dated artifact, and as Maya said, it does need something to, an extra kick, a curse, something to balance it out.
And even to spice it up, because if not, it's just too OP. Too much.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, with this, I think we are already at the end of our very nice artificer session of breaking down items, evaluating the broken, unbroken things that we find in the D&D corners of the internet here. So, with this, let me just find the video ninja. There we go. With this, before I give the closing statements here, guys, thank you so much for joining. First and foremost, it was a pleasure. Do any of you have anything that you want to share? Maybe shout out, starting with Miguel, any projects that you want to shout out, or other campaigns, things that are in the works?
Yes, if you like actual plays, please check out Dados à Portuguesa in Portuguese. In this case, we already have 3 campaigns out. Sorry, we are running the 3rd campaign now. It's coming out now. In between, there are some specials that you can also listen to. We do specials around Christmas and in other dates also. And soon we will be closing the 3rd campaign, Feitiçal. And I think you should go listen to it. It's very cool, if I may say so.
Nice. Everybody listen to Miguel. Do that, please. Maya, anything that you want to shout out? Anything that you want to share?
Yeah, Bardos Mondego are promoting an event now on the 31st of January on Coimbra, on Mercado Municipal Dom Pedro V. It's Raw Meat Central. It's a raw meat. We still have some sessions open if people want to go play systems. We also have a workshop for painting minis with Mythic Forge. And so if you can go, and also listen to Dados à Portuguesa, because a lot of Bardos are doing stuff with them, and they're amazing, and we love them, and we love their projects. And then, just that. Go to Raw Meet on next week. Stop by Coimbra to say hello.
Hell yeah, guys! Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, absolutely. You guys should go there, please.
We're going to talk. We're going to talk also about the actual play, the actual play we did with Bardos that Miguel helped. So if you guys want to see how it's done, drop by and.
Absolutely. So we already have some viewers that might be excited for that. Awesome. So thank you all so much for joining us on this talk. I want to thank, obviously, again, my wonderful guests for their presence here tonight. I hope you had a good time. It was a huge pleasure to have you here at the Guild's channel. And if you missed this talk or you wish to rewatch, worry not. We will post it on our YouTube channel, and you can also listen to it on Spotify. But if you are subscribed, you can see it right now here on Twitch. For our viewers, join us tomorrow for a new cartographer stream with our Guildmaster Aaron and our Lorekeeper Joe for a very artsy stream, artsy-fartsy. And next week we'll have episode 2 of Lex Studio, our first D&D campaign in Portuguese. Check it out, as it's run by our own Videomancer. Hiken, Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. On Thursday, we will be returning to Barovia for another episode of Curse of Strahd Reloaded. And Friday, we will have another guild talk to celebrate the new Gamemaster Month. And this time, the topic is representation in TTRPGs, which is a very, very important topic to talk about and to shed light on. And it is going to be hosted by our own Videomancer, Hiken, as well, so join him and his guests for this talk. Kari from Associação Quebra-Dutch, Diego Alves from Vanishing Kraken, and Bardo Mondego, Barda Laurinha, and Barda Erin. Oh, wait. There is more for next week, because we will not have Cartographer on Saturday. Instead, Saturday, Iken returns to the GM seat, yes, you heard it right, for the comeback of the Guild's first one-shot series, Project Aegis, mission number 3, a D&D cyberpunk universe with new players at the table, including our Chaos Bringer / Radio Demon, Wolf, and from Dadza Portuguesa, Michel Ventura. He's already there in the chat. Say hi to everyone. And with that, I want to thank you once again to our guests. Thank you for watching. And and before I give you guys the goodbye, I want you to do the little clickety clackies so Twitch can know that we're here, that you're here, and you matter. And we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. But do stick around for a raid, shall we stick around for a raid, guys? But yeah, thank you so much, and stay safe, y'all.
Bye.